whistle?
Yeah.
Ghost dimension.
They did that. I didn't do that. Mike's muted. Sorry about that. Well, welcome everybody, and I'm been a bit here since I've been here, and it really has been a couple crazy months for me. But I am doing a lot better than I was, and I'm getting there slowly. So I thought I'd start today by doing some readings for everybody. And it's been a rough week, even this past week, because I did lose somebody that was like a mother to me. I've had her in my life for 24 years, so it's been a lot. Hang on, because the neighbor's starting to mow the grass. All right, so there we go. So I'm going to start by saying hi to everybody. Hi, Margaret. How are you? I see you. I'm going to start off. I will give you one. Definitely, Margaret. Just give me a minute. I want to make sure I say hi to Kay and whoever else is here today. Hi, Cindy Pinkham. How are you? It's been a while. I will say, honest to God, it's been a while, and it's been a journey, but it's not been a bad journey, because you know what we all have to realize at some point is sometimes we have things that pop up in our life to be able to show us other things that we may be missing or that we need to see. So that's where I'm at today. So let's see. I'll start with you today, Margaret. Hang on, everybody. I will get through this. I apologize for the noise if you still can hear it, because it's a big lawnmower that came in to cut naturally when I'm on, right? Woo! Mango is loose, and I don't know if Squirtle will come down here or not. She may. She's doing really well and kind of assimilating in here, and Mango and her get along really well. So if she stops or flutters or you hear her screaming, that's who it is, okay? And Mango's kind of in his cage right now. So anyway, Margaret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. Well, your card today, which is the first card I pulled for a show for almost 3 months now. Your card today is the medicine bag. Okay, it's the medicine bag. Now, actually, I will show you, because that is my medicine bag, right? Okay, and a medicine bag is for us. It's something that we carry, even if you don't have one of what I have from my culture. It is where we put things we care about most, or things that people shared with us, and we hold that, and it's kind of a source of our power. And by power, I mean by empowering yourself and understanding who we are as individuals. And the things that are kept in there, you don't share with everybody else, but you use these gifts and these talents and these things that you kind of collect over your lifetime. It's experiences that you've had or lessons that you've learned or taught, and that's all in there. So right now for you, Margaret, it's calling for you to kind of reach into that kind of experience that you've had for your life, and to be able to expand it and be joyful about it and open your heart to many new things that are going to be coming in for you. And I do feel like you're at a really good point right now with your life and the things that are going on around you. So please be open to the positives that can come in. And you continue to share yourself, and I know you do your beautiful paintings. You've sent me pictures, and I appreciate you sending them to me, even though I didn't always respond. It was because I wasn't in a place that I could respond. Um, but these are things, these are what you do. These are those joyful things. Those are the things that are your personal power and your personal medicine, okay? Because that's how you live your life. So they want you to be aware of that, and they're thankful for you, and that if you need things at certain times, you simply ask Spirit to help you with that. And again, the things that you have that are personal and inside, you don't have to share, but they automatically go in and empower you to share that through your personality. Okay. So it's great to have you here. And again, it's your medicine bag. And they're also saying, okay, yep. Okay. So they're also saying that one of the other things you do is you keep collecting the things that, you find joyous, right? And that adds to your energy, and it adds to the people around you that you're imprinting on. So good job, girl, and it's good to see you and have you back. Thanks for stopping in today. Okay, let's see what Kay has to say. Yes, you can. Absolutely, I can give you a card free. No problem. I've actually also, and I'm going to shuffle these while I'm getting ready for you, okay? Also, I've already just started reopening my books and my date book for readings, so please go ahead and you guys can go to my website at bearmedicinewalker.com, and you can check in there and set up a private reading if you want. Okay, so here we go, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Well, this is an interesting card for you, and it's the bat. Okay. So the bat shares with us and teaches us many things that it does and it's able to do. And if we pay attention to a lot of the creatures in the world around us, we also can learn things. And what this is basically telling me right now is that, well, you know, the comment, everybody, that you hear over your life, blind as a bat, right? I've been told that many times, you're blind as a bat. But bats have a different sensory that they utilize. They use kind of like an inner radar to be able to find things. Like they can pick off moths, they can pick off mosquitoes, but their vision is, it's not there. They don't see things the way we do. They hear and sense. So this is about you elevating where you're at right now and that extra sixth sense that you're having. And they're saying, test yourself, work yourself, exercise yourself. And this isn't when, if you're doing reads or you're continuing, I haven't caught up with anybody, so I don't know where you're at, but this is about kind of pushing it a little farther, doing some different things and trying them for yourself to see and make that grow. I spoke to somebody the other day about energy, right? How we can learn to bring in energy, but we have to ask for it to come in. We have to be thankful and grateful for all the blessings that we get. But this is what they're talking about. It's talking about a new direction of what your inner psyche is at right now, how it is going on right now. And you need to elevate it a little bit more, but practice different things. Try different ways that you haven't done before. And it doesn't mean you have to make it all public. You can do it with people you know, or you can just simply sit and meditation or sit quietly with yourself to be able to try different things. But again, this is like an educational point where you're at right now. You're going to be downloaded from the spirit lands of more and new things for you to kind of focus and grow with. And they're saying just be open to it and be very positive about it. And don't get, okay, so there, yep. Okay, so don't get kind of stuck if it doesn't work the way you think it'll work right away. Everything takes patience. So they're telling you to hold some patience with it, and other things and other abilities, or the abilities you have, will be strengthened. But it's like practice, right? It's like we do things all the time. Sometimes we have to practice to get to the best spot that we can be at that time. So that's a great way to look at it. And thank you for popping in today, Kate. Kay, I miss you guys. I love you, all of you. And your card today was the bat. Okay, so I gotta go down because there's a lot of people talking to each other here. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, I wonder if this is only showing up on. Oh, this would be interesting. If this is only showing up on. Oh no, here we go. Hang on. That was just a. Hey, Kaz, how are you? I'm sorry, I gotta get. Hi, James, how are you? Good to see everybody. I'm getting see now here. I see it. Yes, you can. Hi, Emily. How are you? I hope you're all well. Kaz, stick around if or when I get to it down here. Like I said, hang on. I gotta open the window again because it's sun coming in too hot. You know, hang on. I'll get to you guys. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere, so I'm kind of gonna get caught up with y'all, and then I'm going to see how far my energy takes me today. Okay. All right. Here we go, Miss Emily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, this is a really good card for you too. And this is the moose. Okay, so oh yeah, well, what am I looking at a moose for? Well, a moose brings through the energy of solitude. And if you know anything about moose, they have a very wide and large range that they travel and consider home. So they kind of section it off like bigger mammals tend to do. But it's solitude. And for you right now, this is all about solitude that you need. Okay, not that's happening, but almost that you have to get into a space and push back without guilt. Things that maybe people are asking you too much, you know, to be involved with their lives, or maybe you have stuff going on and everything's going on around you. It's just so crazy. You can't address what you want to address or what you want to do at this time. So they want you to know that it's okay to push back and say, hey, I can't right now, or hey, go keep yourself busy over here if it's kids or, you know, people, family people, hey, I got to call you back, and that's okay. And they want you to take a little bit of that solitude just for yourself because you deserve it. They're also saying that it's kind of like also a focus for you. So you've got something in mind, or there's something that's coming in right now with you that is kind of needs your attention, but it's about where you want to put it. So it's something that involves you that you want to do, or you want to assist with, or you want to focus on. So that's also the reason why they're bringing that solitude around you with the moose. And the moose is also because they're very territorial, and they're extremely territorial with their young people. Ooh, sorry, these glasses, I pulled them out. They're a pair of my old ones, and they're light and they flip all over. But anyway, with the children, you know, you're very protective over them. And if you've ever been around a moose that has a female moose that has her young with her, usually they have one, sometimes they have two young ones. They're very protective. And I wouldn't want to be within 100 feet of them if they saw me, because it would be like, hey. So this is telling me also that you have to be able to push back all the things that are not in your inner circle, and you need to take that time for yourself. And again, it's like whatever it is that you need or you're focused on, that's okay, and that's what you need to work on. And people have to understand, and you have to put up those boundaries. And it's too bad if people don't like it around you, because you are setting those boundaries a little bit for a while, or even changing boundaries. That's okay too. And this is what the moose is standing there to tell you. And if you've ever seen one in real life, they're massive. So this is going to be like a thing for you that's going to be massive and assist you to be able to do what it is that you need to do, or bring new things in and set new boundaries. Okay. I hope that resonates for you. And that's your card today. It is the moose. All right. So let me scroll down a little bit more here. Hang on, because there's lots of scrolling. Here you go. You can. Hi, Miss Joyce. Oh, and just so you know, Joyce, and I have not gotten this because I just got word from them. The cards are finally in being ready to be published again. So I'll let you know as soon as I get them. They said they'll be here probably within 6 or 7 weeks. So just so you know. Okay, so everything's in process again. I swear, life this year has been a lot of crazy stuff. All right, so let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. So your card today is sweetgrass. Okay, so in my culture, sweetgrass is very sacred, and I was taught, and we're taught from a very young age that it's for blessings, it's for ceremony, it's for helping calm us. And if you've ever smelled sweetgrass, any of you, it is like a really sweet, fragrant outside smell. It's better than when you smell like grass that's just been cut. You know how that scent comes up from the chlorophyll when it's cut. Sweetgrass is also very protected. You can't just go out and cut it. You have to have permits and permission to do that. So this is about, for you, this is about just that. There's things that are going on with you that people need to ask your permission, kind of to go to your boundaries. It's like, hey, wait a minute. I didn't say you could do that, but inside you say, because of the person you are, like, oh, I really don't want to do this, but you don't want to offend anybody. You have to set your boundaries stronger. And the sweetgrass is bringing things to you that you've asked for, that you wanted to manifest, that you want to apply to your life. And it's there for you, but you also have to understand that those boundaries that you need to set up and get ready for are, oh, don't go in his cage. No, don't go in his cage. That's not a good thing. Sorry. Yeah, that's not a good thing. She wants to like be more than she is. Sorry, guys. But it's about those boundaries, and they keep saying it's okay. And you have to honor yourself, and this is why the sweetgrass is coming in, so that you can kind of, like, the statement of, oh, stop and smell the roses. Well, this is kind of the same thing. Sweetgrass brings you calm, it brings you clarity, it brings you blessings. It's used in ceremony for blessings, it's used for weddings, it's used for birth of new children coming into the world. It's a blessing. You have that, but you have to set your boundaries so that other people don't steal it or step on it or are intrusive. And it's okay to do that. The big thing with people nowadays is nobody wants to upset anybody, and we let them kind of into our life or into our space, and we just let them do that. And so you're being taken, and it's taken, and it's taken, and it's taken energy, or positivity, whatever it is, it's being taken and taken. So they want you to kind of smooth that out and reset your boundaries, or re-clarify your boundaries, and by doing so, you'll be very blessed, and it'll bring more calm things and more positives into your life. Okay, so that's your card today, and it's good to see you too, Joyce. All right. Okay. Hi, Scott. I see you too. All right. So here we go. James. Yes, you can have a card. Boy, it's when all this happened to me back in July, I was not prepared for it, did not expect it. But when I got through with the emergency surgeries and got home, and I couldn't put the computer on, I couldn't do much, I couldn't watch TV, I couldn't have any noise on. So I've missed you guys. I really appreciate you being here today. It was a lot, but here we go. Okay, James, let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is one of my favorite cards, but some people are like, really, seriously? And if you've ever seen one up close and personal, you'd know why I say that. A friend of mine used to raise them. Okay, so your card today is the emu, and you see how he's looking at you, right, James? They look right at us. And the reason, and this is a picture of one of my friends that raised these animals. It was one of her animals. And that's how they come up and look at you. And basically for you, what it is you need to stop and really look at yourself in the mirror and be happy with what you're seeing. Love the person that's coming back and you're seeing yourself. But it's also time to sit and kind of evaluate where you are. And that doesn't mean that's a bad thing, but you need to kind of sit and maybe think or take stock in stuff that maybe you don't want in your life anymore, or different changes that you want, or things that you need to release. And I get there's some stuff that you've been holding that's been in the past, and you can't continue to do that because we can't step back to change any of that. We can only learn from it so that we don't do those mistakes, or we do those things again in the future. So it makes us a better person. But you need to be able to clip some of the things, and it's like, why aren't you doing it? And it's like, seriously, you're looking at that, it's like, why aren't you doing that? And that's what Spirit's saying, is like, you need to go in and just clean the closet up a little bit and set the trash out to the curb and open more space. Or it could be things also that perhaps you've held very closely. And that's when I talk about the sacred circle, right? So you put things in there, people, things that you're doing, whatever, and it's in your sacred circle. Well, sometimes we need to go in and clean it out, because sometimes people maybe don't need to be in that inner circle, or events or things or whatever. So we need to take them and put them on the outside. Doesn't mean we're hurting them. It just means you're opening up more space for more positive things to come in and be with you. But they're saying it's long overdue. So that's your card. And, be happy and look in the mirror and love yourself more, James, and know that it's okay to let go of some things, because you're letting more positives come back. Okay, so there you go. It's the emu today. All right. Hi, Scott. Welcome to the mix. These are all the Ghost Dimension and Wolf and the Bear Network family, so enjoy. All right, so let me go down a little farther. Hang on, guys. I got to do this slow because it's jumping all over. Cindy Pinkham. Sure, Daniel, I can pull a card for you today. Hang on, let me see. Hi, Kaz. Yep, I will give you a card in a minute. And hi, Becky. How are you? I appreciate that too. I'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so Daniel, let's see what I got for you today. Tell Daniel hi and welcome everybody. He's also new to the streams. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, this is cool. All right, so your card that I pulled today that showed up in the 7th spot is the Black Swan. So the black swans are just handsome and elegant birds, but a lot of people don't know about them. I don't have them here in the U.S. where I'm at, but they are around. I have seen them. They're amazing birds, but they tend to sit back, and people kind of tend to be a little nervous about them sometimes because they don't understand them. They're not the white swans that we typically see. Okay, so what this is showing, and they're also very magical. So this is talking about, okay, hang on. Okay, so this is talking about how you're looking at things and how you perceive things that are around you. But it's now time to step into some of them and some of the situations or happenings that are going on around you, or more so step into your life a little bit more, because you are an amazing being, okay? And it's like these black swans. When you see them at first, people kind of shy away. But once you really watch them and see the elegance that they have and what they bring to the table, they're kind of that unsung hero, okay? And that's what they're telling you. We're all different. We all do things in different ways. We all appear different from everybody else. No one's less than, no one's better than. So it's time for you to show people who you are and be able to look at yourself and your close knit that's around you, your sacred circle, which I was just talking about. It's the things and people that we keep the closest, and step out and let them see the elegance and the nuances that you have and the things and the abilities that you have, and work on them. But you have to step out from those shadows and in where people can see you. And people, it's almost like, okay, all right, yep. Okay, so this is what they're showing me and telling me to tell you. Okay, so you got a bunch of white swans, right? And they're in a beautiful setting in a pond or a lake off, or in the middle of a park or whatever. And then all of a sudden, this black swan shows up. But all people see usually are the white ones. And now the black swan comes into the middle, and it's like, wow, what is this and who is this? It's not even so much that it had to make noise to be seen. It's like people will emanate to it, and they'll go, oh, all of a sudden they'll go, wow, look, what's the, I've never seen that before. I've never felt that before. So you'll be drawing people in basically from who you are inside and that light that shines. Okay. And you have a unique perspective, and you do things differently, and that will be appreciated, but it'll also be imprinted on more people than you will even understand. It's kind of like when you walk into a store and you don't know a whole lot of people in there, and sometimes people will come up to you and they'll say, hey, do I know you? Or they'll ask you a question. I have it happen often. If I'm in the stores, which I haven't been a lot in probably a year, but you look and they're like, hey, do you know if blah blah blah? And it's because you're drawing them in. So be accepting of that and allow them to do that with you, because there's people you're going to be imprinting on that you don't even know yet. So just embrace it and be who you are. Okay. This amazing human that's got this great light and magic. Okay. Thanks, Daniel, for being in here. I appreciate you stopping in. Okay. Yes, I can do that. Hi, Deja. How are you? I am feeling better. I'm getting there. It's taking me a while, but I'm getting there. I still don't have like day-long energy yet, but it's getting there. A little bit each day. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, you're gonna like this card. Your card today, Miss Kaz, is the dragonfly. Okay. I wasn't able to, because of what I had going on with my health and stuff, I wasn't able to really get outside of my house a lot this summer. I had June, and I didn't have July or August, and the only time I could get out in August was when one of my kids were home. So I wasn't able to go outside a whole lot. So I didn't see a lot of dragonflies, but I know they're there. Dragonflies are one of the messengers of the in-between, but they also bring magic and light. And this is about you, kind of, and what I'm being told is like spreading your wings. Okay. It's like time to get out and do what it is you've been kind of pondering. It's like, yeah, been pondering this, but really didn't want to step out and get back into certain things or do things a little bit differently, but it's time. And the messages, I almost want to say that you're getting messages like, and I'm hearing like the words twilight. So it's either when you're getting ready, or you're getting ready to fall asleep, or you're beginning to fall asleep, or you're just sitting with self and that energy that, I do it. I sit in the front room by the lakeside, and Phoenix is out of the cage, and that's about it. But I'm just sitting, maybe just reading or just sitting in that time. Okay. And I'm hearing that you're being downloaded with a lot of different things. And it's almost like you there's like a no entry sign. I see a circle with the cross, like the crease, like no entry. You have to start letting that go down. You don't have to do it all at once, but you need to start, because there's things that you're supposed to be doing. Now, something that a lot of people don't understand is because of the way the world is, and the world is not a pretty place right now. It really isn't, unless you look. Okay, so a lot of people in this field, and Kaz, you know what I'm talking about, they're being elevated to, I want to say, almost to a different dimensional place, but it's also being taught that we have to push away the stuff that's beneath. Okay, so the creepy crud and the negativity that's out in the world, we have to kind of push it back and unplug from it and ignore it. And the more positive we put out, the farther away it gets from us. I find myself doing similar things where I start falling down the rabbit hole of the negativity because you get angry, you get upset because how can people hate this much and blah, blah, blah. But we have to go above that, and we have to be the true person we're inside and allow that love and that joy and that light to go out there. There's also things that they're telling me that you need to discuss or talk about or even kind of make public a view or something that you've kind of come to, a perspective that you've come to, and you need to start putting it out in a more public way. And part of it is because when we do that and we allow ourselves, and I've been smacked a lot the past few years, so don't go that route, because I was like, no, don't want to do that, comfortable where I'm at. No, you're not. You need to do this, okay? And I've kind of got pushed and jolted into it. I don't want you to go to there, but that's what they're telling you. You need to step above that so that you can assist other people who are kind of borderline of being here to there, that you can help them feel more positive, more joy, and more love in their life so that you can bring them up to a better balance for themselves, whether it's by teaching, because you're teaching because of the stories you're sharing or what you're sharing with people, but you need to do that. And they're saying they're going to continue to send messengers of the in-between back and forth to you, and they're not going to let up. So you need to embrace it. Okay, so that's your card today, and I hope it resonates for you, Kaz. I love you, and thanks for being here. All right. I will give you a card. Yeah, Mama Betty, and some of you know, or some of you may not know, was someone that was in my life for the past 20 plus years. She considered me a daughter, and I considered her a mom. We lived maybe 5 minutes apart from each other, and we cried, laughed, sung, told stories, learned about each other's lives, and she lived an amazing life. I got to see her the day before she passed, and she was excited I was there, and it made me feel good, and it's okay. She's no longer in pain, and I can guarantee you she will be kicking my butt with it and coming down with that shoehorn to pry me out of the house like she always did. So thanks, Becky. I appreciate it. All right, so let's see what I got for you, my dear. I actually contemplated not doing the show today because she had passed, but she wouldn't want me to do that. So that's why I'm here as well. All right, let's see here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Oh, well, you got an element today. All right, and your element today is the element of water. Okay. What I'm seeing, what they're showing me, is there's a lot of movement around you. There's a lot of energy movement or changes. And it's kind of almost like, oh, wait, it's going too fast. It's like, wow. And you're kind of sort of like not sure what you're supposed to do with it. But what they're telling me to remind you is water does not only mean sweeping away. It means cleansing and restarting. Okay. So there's rebirth with water as well. Water comes in, it takes stuff away that needs to be removed. Perhaps things that you're holding on to, and they're like, you've held on to this for what? Now you need to kind of elevate your thought process, let it go, because we can't change it, but we can learn and have new growth and new opportunities show up and new positives show up. So they always give me the positive side of things for people to work on. We can't concentrate on the and they're saying like dark water. You can't concentrate on that. You need to concentrate on the new things that it can bring, the renewal. Water is renewal. You have salmon and other fish that swim upstream to get where they were born. Turtles do the same to lay their eggs so that the babies can, come from where they started as well. So you have to remember that whatever this is, people don't like change, but we change from every molecular second we're in and conceived. Okay, there's change constantly happening. And although we can say, hey, I don't like this, or I don't like, we are still changing. We are still elevating. We are still moving past what we've already lived and experienced. So they want you to be more open to that and allow that flow to come in without fear. Don't add fear to it. Add the positives of, okay, this is going to make me stronger. This is going to bring in new growth. This is going to bring in new opportunities and positives. So that's really a cool card for you today. And that is your card, the Elemental of Water. So thank you for stopping in, Becky, and I hope that resonated for you today. All righty, here we go. Deja, good to have you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll give you a card today. You bet. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What's going on with you? I almost want to say I feel like there's something like, like there's a newness. There's something in your life that's extremely becoming, or it's showing itself in a new light, okay? Your card today is the Otter, okay? The otter is one of those animals that they make their life very balanced. It's like there's playtime and there's work time. Okay, playtime, work time, rest, and then busy time, right? Rest and awake time. And this is what it's about with you right now. It's almost like something has come in and kind of upturned a little bit, and your energy or yourself, you're not feeling really balanced. It's like, and I feel whatever this was kind of quick coming in. It's like a change, but it was not really unexpected, but not really what you thought it would be or how it would be. So they're trying to get you to learn to balance and take that time for yourself to allow it to happen. And again, like I said to somebody else earlier, it's about that balance that we have to have, that we need in our life, you know, because if we've got something going on that kind of popped up like it did with me in July, right? The health issue, right? And it was like, bam, well, I didn't expect it, but I had to deal with it. But it threw me in all kinds of different directions. So I had to allow myself to find balance even in what was going on, right? And I asked Spirit to help me with that, and they did while it was going on. So it's all about you finding your balance, and it doesn't matter how you need to do it. You just have to allow yourself to do it. And once you're balanced again, or you get a semblance of how you need to balance, you'll be able to move forward in more positive ways and have more positives come in. And it's not that negatives or bad things, don't add fear to stuff. You know, it's not that the bad things or crazy things are going to come in. It's all about you accepting that you're the one that has to allow that balance to happen. And it's okay to say, hey, I need 5 minutes, or hey, I need to take a walk outside, or hey, I need a break, right? Because you can do that. And once you do that and you allow it, and it's okay to allow it. And they're saying, because there's something like, almost something like, you feel like if you stop for 5 seconds, you feel guilty that it'll perhaps set things wrong with others. But the thing is, it's like when you have a well, right? And you're handing out water to everybody that's coming up, they're walking and you're giving them water. And then when they all disappear and you go down to get water for yourself, there's no water. We have to put ourselves as a priority. Otherwise, we can't be there for others or do things that we need to do in our own lives. So this is all about balance, okay? So you need to find a balance. And it's like, it's either one way or the other, and it can't be that way. It has to be a balance of, okay, I'll do this for a little bit, or I'll allow this for a little bit, and then I need this, and it's okay to do that. So I hope that resonates for you, and that's your card today, is the Otter. Okay, so just so y'all know, if you want a private reading with me, again, you can go to my website at bearmedicinewalker.com and know that I can pull cards for you during the reading, but a personal reading is a little bit more than just cards. So know that, and you can check it out. And there's people that have spoken about it and stuff on my website at bearmedicinewalker.com. Okay, hi Ken Rock, how are you? Hi, Melissa. Scott, I'm going to be working with you, so I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to wait because you'll get more out of it that way. Okay, and I don't want to get into it right here because it's short time. Ken Rock, my brother, I love you. Oh, Melissa, yes, I can have. Well, yeah, it's been a while, right? I know. And I had so many messages in my email. I got text messages. I got phone calls. I got Messenger on Facebook. I got TikTok. I got everybody was sending me messages and prayers. And I appreciate all of you so much. You have no idea what that meant to me. It really helped me get through what I needed to get through. All right, so let's see what I got for you today, Miss Melissa. And please don't be upset, Scott, because I'll be seeing you soon. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I had these this morning calling to my birds. Here you go. And your card today is the dove. Okay. So the dove is bringing you, hang on, calmness, trying to get through to you to bring some sort of like a, okay, so they're like, okay, yep. Okay, so what I'm seeing with them is they're coming in and it's almost like there's been stuff going on and you need to get some peace with it. You need to put it to rest, okay? And it's okay that you need to take time that you need in order to do that, and it's okay. But just know that it's almost like, and what they're showing me is like to go around you. It's like a ball of energy, but it's all healing energy. So it's that bright white, that bright, really pale, bright blue that, like, if you look up at night in the sky and it's a clear night, you can see the stars. It's kind of that kind of blue. And I see the gold and I see really pastel pink. And they've kind of got you in a bubble of this. So whatever's going on with you right now, you're being protected, I want to say, and given energy to get through whatever this is. And they're saying you can take the time that you need to figure whatever this is out or deal with whatever this is. And just know that the ancestors and the people that you've known that have passed into the spirit lands and the other dimensions, they're all there for you. But you have to ask for them. If you need more or you need less or you need clarity, ask them and just have the patience of how they respond to that. But I feel, again, that this is like a spot or a place that you're set in right now, and it's almost like you feel a little unsure. You don't feel extremely balanced with it. You don't seem extremely confident about it, but you have to remember we're only given, and this I will say this out loud. It sucks to know this. It absolutely does, but we actually have everything we need to get through times, whether they're difficult, whether they're strenuous, whether they're thinking times that we really don't want to do, or just things that we just don't want to deal with at the moment, or don't think that we can. We actually can. We have that strength. You have that strength within you. You'll be able to do whatever this is. Just take that time for yourself and use that energy that you're being provided. So I hope this resonates for you. And that's your card today, Melissa. And thanks for being here. Okay. And it's the dove. Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Of course you can. Hi, Donna. How are you? Hi, Daryl. How are you? Okay, let me get Cindy first. Hi, Presh. How are you? I was thinking about you the other day. Hi, Mary Little Bird. How are you? All right, let me get Cindy her card here. Oh, did she fly? Did she fly? Where is she? Where are you, Squirtle? Oh, I didn't even see her take off. I don't know where she is. She's here somewhere. She's so quiet when she flies. Not like Mango. Mango lets you know where he is, when he is, and everything else. He's quiet today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Cindy, you'll appreciate this. He gets really jealous when Squirtle gets anywhere near me. He's not happy about that. All right, so here you go. Your card today is the cheetah. Okay. Now, this cat, this is a big cat, and they can run up to 35 miles an hour, like in a short burst, not going for miles and miles, but they're very quick. Okay, this one is actually connecting with me more through how Spirit's showing me, like through the eyes. Okay, and it's about contemplation. It's about patience. It's showing up right now because they are extremely patient when they're hunting or they're trying to sneak up on something, right? And this is what is needed for something that's going on with you right now is patience. What you need or what you're looking to manifest or what you're looking to do, however that's being chosen, it's going to take a little bit of patience. It's not going to happen as quick as you'd like it to happen, but it will happen. And it's almost like this cheetah is kind of like laying by your side, and it's kind of like just stretched out in front of, like around you and in front of you, and it's walking with you right now. So for whatever the lesson that is needed, it's coming with you to achieve it. It's also like almost, okay, I don't know about you. I love big cats, but I would not want to be with them, in front of them, within 10 feet of them. No, thank you. Fine. I like seeing them other ways. This one is kind of letting you know that whatever's going on, you kind of need that to push some of the negative stuff in your world or out around your world that may be affecting you, spiritually, emotionally, however that's happening. But you need to kind of own that presence of the cheetah, the cat, the big cat, to kind of settle it and push it back a little bit so that you have the proper time and the proper information needed to move forward with whatever this is. And I'm not really, I don't think whatever this is came to you was 100% expected to land kind of in front of you or on your path. But again, you just have to trust in your own self and the person that you are to be able to get through or get over or kind of work smoother with whatever this is that's popping up. But the cat's there, so pay attention to that energy, use that energy, and you should be able to move through or with or whatever it is that's going on. I want to say it's almost like they're showing me like stuff that you've done in the past. It's like, you know, everything's gone the way it needed to go. Boom, boom, boom. Hi, Squirtle. Boom, boom, boom. And it lays out and it's really good. And everything happens and it's a good flow, right? I feel like, yeah, you're used to that. And then something like was moving forward. And then it was like, oh, there's a hiccup. Oh, nope, there's a hiccup. Okay, so that's what's going on. And that's what I'm seeing. I hope that resonates for you. And that's your card today, Miss Cindy. I love you very much, and thanks for being here. All right. Well, that's cool. What part of England are you from, Daryl? Okay, and let's see who's here. I will give you a card, Donna, and Press, you're here too, so I see you. I'm not going away. And I will get you a card, Mary, too. All right, hang on. All right. La, 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 la. Oh, and I'm actually doing a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday this week. Huh? I don't know when I'm going to do them. Whatever days they pop up on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, been talking about a lot about these this week. Your card today, very awesome, is the great horned owl. Okay, this is the biggest owl that is in the species in the U.S. I actually had them living on my property for a long time at my last place that I had built, and we were living on 10 acres, and I had a pair, and every year they'd have new babies, and I'd get to watch them do their thing to teach their babies. The great horned owl brings in a very electrifying kind of energy. They bring in with it knowledge. They bring in with it their ability to be able to, and owls in general, but more so with the great horn, they have the ability to see things that we can't see. They have night vision that we can't master without tools, right? Their wingspan is 6 feet. That's a big wingspan, right? So what this is bringing to you is the fact that, and this is what I'm being shown, that you have the ability to look at things from all sides. So whatever they're showing me is like something that you want to know more about or something that you have going on. But an owl can actually take and turn their head from front to back, like the whole right side all the way to the back. They can't go all the way around, obviously, but then they turn it back and they can do the same with the other side. So they go and they go right to the back. So this gives you like a 24/7 kind of a view. You can see things that normally you wouldn't. So they want you to kind of use those abilities that we have, and sometimes people don't even realize that we develop them, but you need to look at whatever this is from every side, every angle, every perspective, and by doing so you'll be able to make the right choice for you on how to proceed with it or about it. And if you look at, and I will tell you this, if you look at their eyes, this is how their eyes are. This is actually a picture that I silk screened from an owl that was in one of my, when I had my other property, I had ducks and I had them in a huge duck pen. But when I first started, I didn't put a cover on them. And this is how it was looking at me hanging off the side of the cage on the inside. Because it came in the evening at night and it wanted food. So it was coming to get one of the ducks. They are bold. They are, unless you're using that energy, they can be really scary. But I think more than scary, they're intimidating. So I don't know if whatever's going on or whatever's around you, it's like almost that, however it's presenting or whoever it's being presented from is trying to intimidate or push you to a kind of decision about what's going on, but from their perspective. And I'm being told again, you need to look at it from every angle, every side, every understanding before you make a decision. I was going to say judgment, and they said, no, it's not a judgment, it's a decision. So use that energy and call to it, and whatever this is, you'll be able to overcome it as long as you go about it the proper way and you look at it from all kinds of angles. Okay, so thanks very much, Dan, and I hope that makes sense to you and resonates for you today. Okay, all righty, I am glad to be back, Prush. And yes, I will give you a card. Ooh. Ooh. Hi, Simon. I see you down there, too. All righty. Let's see what I can get from this Presh. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Squirrel, come on down here. Come here, babe. Come show everybody what you look like. All right, so your card, and this is a good card. I like this card. Is the spider. Okay, so grandmother spider teaches us a lot, and in my culture, she's very well respected. revered, because it brings us many lessons. So with Spider, what comes in for you for Spider is the reconstruction of the web. Okay, so Spider shows us that we're in control of how we can move our life, how we need to create it, how we need to sometimes go back and repair parts of our life, or and explanation with the spider, like parts of the web, we can reshore them, we can make certain parts stronger, or parts that kind of get washed away from whatever, or we haven't really tended to it, we can eliminate it and take it another way. What is really like important for you right now is you're in the perfect space right now to begin changing how your path, or how your webbing, your life follows how you want it to go. You're in control. So you need to kind of go in again, like I was saying someone earlier, it's like you got to clean that closet out. You got to get rid of the stuff that's happened in the past that maybe negatively affected you. Don't carry it forward because you can't change it. Okay, but you can make parts stronger by what you learn from whatever this is, okay, within your life, okay? But you're in a really, really, really good space. And I almost want to say, like, time of the year or astrology, astrologically, how it is right now. And I'm getting like tingles in my hands and my fingertips. So this is about you taking that energy and that power and creating what you want. Not because of somebody else said you need to do it this way, or somebody else is saying, hey, what are you doing? It's not new with them. Okay, they're not walking in your shoes, and you are the one that need to create that energy for yourself and move it into positives. This is like really good for you right now. So you need to kind of honor that, because by doing that, you're respecting yourself, looking yourself in the mirror and saying, hey, I love that person looking back at me, and I can accomplish whatever I can think up and I can do. Okay, so that is your card today, and it's about creation and getting to where you want to be, how you want to be, how you want to live your life. It's yours. You're in control. Okay, so that's your card today, Prush. It's the spider, and I hope it resonates for you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. You know I do. All right, I'm going to go down a little bit. And I have Mary Littlebird here. La, 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 la. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. Sorry. Okay, Miss Mary, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, wow. Here you go. 72 cards, and I shuffled them up, and guess what? You get the same card. You get the spider as well. Okay. For yours, though, however, I am looking at what they're showing me is like a doorway. And when I walk into the door, they're showing me to the right, kind of to the more towards the floor, just outside of the sunlight that's coming in. And I see old cobwebs. Not saying your house. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're a lousy housekeeper. Okay, but what they're showing me is there's cobwebs and things that need to be cleared out. Because I feel almost too that it's like you've started a new web. Okay, so the spider's showing me, yeah, that was the old stuff, and here I decided to move my path or my spot over to this side. So, which is fine, you can do that, and it's good because we do need to shake things up sometimes and move our thought process or do different things. But they're saying it isn't going quite as fast as you, not even fast, as solid as you would have wanted it. Go back and clear those cobwebs out. Again, I don't know if it's the time of month or the time of year, whatever, but you need to get in and clean out all that old stuff. And like, yeah, okay, I respect it. I learned from it. That's great. It was a part of my life, good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter. But I need to move on. So you need to take those lessons from it and clean it out and let it go. Very big saying that. Okay, so that is your card today, Mary, and I appreciate you being here. La, 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 la. Okay, let's see here. Hang on. I see you, Simon. I'll get you in a sec. Okay. You're very welcome. I love you. I don't remember what I said, but yeah. People ask me that, and I got to tell you that, okay? Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time. Like if I do reads, especially when I'm doing them here quick, I 5 minutes, 4 minutes away, or if I do a personal read and I'm sitting with you privately and doing a session with you, hour later, I don't remember that session. So yeah, I don't remember it. And here it's kind of the same way. I go through and it's like I don't remember what I started saying from the beginning. So it's not for me. The messages are for you, not me. All right, so hang on here. See what I got for you, Simon. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, kind of makes sense. Your card today is the coho salmon, and this is actually the time of year for them. And the bears are like, yay, they're back, and they get in the water, and there's migration points all over, especially on the west side of the U.S., where the salmon come in from saltwater to fresh to lay eggs and spawn, and the bears are there. This is all about renewal. It's all about beginning again, about clearing things away, about fighting to get back to where you need to be, which kind of makes sense if you're not well. But it's going to get there. It's just taking, and I'm feeling like it's almost like because they're showing me the salmon going up the stream and then they go to the left. So it's like it's taking longer than it should take. Just keep the faith. Don't add fear. Don't add anger. Don't add frustration to it. Just keep picturing in your head you're reaching full recovery. You're reaching healthy outcome. And this is what you need to be doing. And don't keep saying, oh, I can't do this, because they'll keep making us do it. I mean, they did it to me. And when we don't pay attention to what we're supposed to be hearing or doing or listening to, they'll make it, especially if we put it out there. And people don't understand that. And I can't explain it other than I know it is because it's happened to me. You just have to keep putting yourself there and seeing yourself, I am going to be whole. I'm going to reach this sooner than later. This is what's going on, and whatever that outcome needs to be. So the coho salmon are bringing in the renewal. You just have to remember they have like an instinctive drive to get to where they need to be to breed, right? To lay eggs, to keep the species continued in a life cycle. So just remember that and know that spirit is with you and working with you and that energy, but keep putting out positives and seeing yourself whole again. Okay? So that's your card today, Simon. It's the coho salmon. Ooh, dee doo dee doo dee doo dee doo. Okay, here you go. Let's see what we got to say here. Okay. Oh, very hard, very difficult, very hard time. I don't remember anymore what I said, or what spirit brought through for you, but I'm glad that you understood it. You know, and this is something I'm actually going to kind of bring up for you because of some of the stuff that I've been going through recently, and I had some people challenge me about it when I went and saw Mama Betty. Was like, well, how can you be happy? How are you sitting here? And she was talking back with me, which she hadn't been doing with a lot of people, not loud, but because she was transitioning, but it was joy and love, and we had great love for each other. She was my mom for every purpose under the sun the last 20 plus years. I was one of her kids, that's how she viewed me. But when we were talking, they were like the grief, right? And Emily, I'm going to talk to you specifically, but what we have to look at is whatever, and it's never, I'm not saying it's pleasant, and it's never pleasant to use especially you lose a younger person that you think are going to be with us, for the rest of our life, or a partner that's young when they pass, any of that, right? And it's hard. But I look at it differently because I know, because I've escorted to the other side, because I tried to go to the other side, but I'm not wanting to go there now. But back in 2019, I tried. Um, through the surgeries I had that didn't work because I just didn't care. I told them I don't care if I'm here and I come out the other side and I'm supposed to be here or I'm not. I'm okay with that. And knowing that there's something on the other side because of the fact that we're energy, because of the fact that when we leave our bodies, you can't stop energy. You can't, it can't, that's a scientific fact. So the energy leaves us. Well, where does it go? It goes to a different dimension. What we choose to do from there, you know, I'm not 100% sure. I do know some people come back and we have past lives and, you know, there's different things that go on. But I'm happy because they're no longer in pain, whether it's mindset, whether it's spiritual, whether it's physical. And I know that down the road, my energy is going to go and I'll be back with that energy again. So it's hard sometimes to kind of find our good spot with that. And there's no one way right for grief, and there's no one way wrong for grief. We need to experience it how we experience it, but we also need to remember that we're more than just here as human, and we pass, and it's beautiful. I don't remember when Pip died. I think you guys were, I was still doing shows, my little yellow lovebird that I had. And I was devastated because the night before and the week before, she was fine. She was young. She was only 6 or 7. And it was like she was fine one night. And the next morning, she was on the bottom of the cage and she was gone. I was devastated because I've had her since she was a baby. And I wasn't letting go of that grief. And till my mom came and visited me, and she took me in my dream time to a place where I saw all my animals that had passed over the years and concluded with one of my first horse that I had. And I was there. The colors were so vibrant and everything was so vibrant. And she told me, come on, you know, like she waved me like, come on, you got to follow me. And I was like, now what, you know? And my birth mother's husband, who was my daughter's grandpa, Papa Rael, he was there, and he was a French Canadian. He was not my birth father, but he had this big, you know, beard. He was very rough. He spoke with a very thick French Canadian accent, but he loved animals. And I said, "Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me?" And he said, "Well, you know, I'm bringing you here. Just hush. You're always in a hurry. Just come with me and trust it." And we went into this opening. There was beautiful plants and beautiful flowers, and the colors were so much brighter, and so they had energy in them. Kind of like when you look at a road and the heat's on the asphalt, and it kind of goes up, and you can see it kind of flicker and reflect. This is how the colors and the atmosphere is there, and it's just beautiful. And he whistled, okay? And here came Pip, and he put his hand up, and Pip landed on his hand. And she was chewing his beard and his mustache, and he was giggling, and he said, "See, she's fine." And I looked, he put her over near me, and I could see, and she was happy. And then he went like this and let her go fly back with other birds and other animals and fly. She was happy and joyful. And it was a reminder for me that there's more on that other side, that other dimension that we are all part of, that we come from, that we go back to. It's a cycle, right, of life. And she was good. And I've seen loved ones there. I've seen people I've read for. I've seen their loved ones come through to give us the information we need to have our grief kind of soothed a little bit more. So that's what y'all need to remember. And Emily, I know it's rough, but know that her energy is around you. You think of her. She knows that. The people in spirit always know that, and they appreciate and they love us from there. Okay, so with that said, today, because I would go a little longer, but I really cannot today. I appreciate y'all for being here. And until next time, watch for the post. I'm not sure what day I'll do it, but I will be back soon. Okay, so God bless all of you, and thank you for participating and bringing your energy here.
Yeah. Cool. What? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama
See you
Bear.
later, bear, my bear, my bear.